Over the past 20 years, LEGO has cemented itself as one of the biggest toy brands in the entire world, being incredibly successful due to a number of strong decisions that have now led them to become the most trusted brand in the world. However, throughout these last few decades of dominance, LEGO hasn't gone without some missed opportunities, from refusing to give fans what they want, to themes and IPs that somehow slipped through the cracks. So what's up LEGO fans, it's LEGO Man Cam, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at some of LEGO's biggest missed opportunities, and I think an interesting place for us to start would be to look at some of the cancelled themes that were supposed to be released in LEGO Dimensions, but ultimately were cut from the final game as it was axed. These themes have been confirmed to have been in development, with some of them being more complete than others, but I'll quickly go over a number of them and then the rest later in the video. Firstly, we had LEGO Shrek, which due to a DreamWorks collaboration would have been possible. Not only would this have been amazing, but I'm also kind of scared at how some of the Shrek minifigures would have turned out. We were then also going to get some Dimensions packs based on How to Train Your Dragon, which is actually finally coming back to LEGO now with this live action movie this year, since we're supposedly getting a buildable Toothless set to tie in with the release of the film. We were next going to be getting some packs based on the Smurfs, which yet again is having a new movie coming this year, which I'm not so keen on as a franchise to be honest, but some Smurf minifigures I'm sure would have looked really great. And lastly, the Monsterverse monsters were set to be added to the game as well, with King Kong and Godzilla, which how they would have been translated into minifigures, again I have no idea, but I would have loved to have seen their attempt. We'll come back to some of these more cancelled themes in a minute, but as we've been talking about missed opportunities, here's one that's been brought up quite a bit in recent years due to the revival in the LEGO Castle scene. But this is that LEGO Castle needs to make a comeback, and LEGO is missing out on a ton of money by not capitalizing on this. With things like the Dungeons & Dragons CMF Series and set, and YouTubers like Goldfire making incredibly popular content, LEGO Castle and medieval sets and minifigures have become super desirable for people to make some incredible mocks and army building. The last time we had LEGO Castle as a theme was in 2013, and it was a super short-lived one, only releasing 5 sets, and it was pretty basic as well, with just 2 factions and a really simple lineup of sets. What I'm envisioning here is a newer theme that combines a whole number of different castle factions, such as the Lion Knights, the Wolfpack, some Forestmen, and maybe some new factions too, all with updated designs similar to the minifigures we've been getting in the recent CMF series. I think this could make a ton of people happy and really alleviate some of the pressure on recent castle minifigures in the CMF series, just like what I was talking about in my recent scalping video. So again, I think this is a really big missed opportunity from LEGO. The next missed opportunity is a smaller one, but something that I think does deserve to be spoken about, and this is $10 sets. Now, to me, small boxed $10 sets are arguably some of the best LEGO sets that they have to offer, and it's disappointing that these seem to be limited to just the Ninjago and City themes. Taking recent small sets like Jay and Zane's Mech, both being small builds with great minifigures, but when you then compare them to sets in the Harry Potter or Star Wars theme, they just have so much better value. Take for example the Star Wars Battle Packs. Sure, they have a slightly bigger build, but they're double the price of these, and they do not give us double the value. These cheaper sets would make LEGO so much more accessible for kids, and I mean, who's going to be complaining about some extra smaller sets to enjoy without taking anything away from the bigger ones? These could include new minifigures that are a bit more obscure and don't need to be hidden behind giant sets. And again, I think this is a massive missed opportunity from the LEGO group to just give fans something that they really want without again subtracting from their current offerings. This next missed opportunity is pretty simple, but just quickly, if you have seen a few of my videos and enjoy them, please consider subscribing to help us reach our goal of 40,000 and help a small channel grow. Anyway, this missed opportunity is that we still don't have LEGO Mario minifigures. Now, considering Sonic and Animal Crossing figures have been super well received, I'm so confused why LEGO still refuses to do this. I'm not sure whether this is because Nintendo don't want minifigures, but I just don't see Mario Kart being the thing to revive this theme. And just the other day, I was actually at a clearance store that had all their LEGO at 50% off, and no one had bought any of these Mario sets because, again, no one really wants them. I genuinely think minifigures could be the thing to save this theme, so let's just hope LEGO listens to this video. Let's now flip back over to the LEGO Dimensions discussion from earlier and talk about some more of the cancelled franchises from the games. As next up, we had Mega Man. Being an iconic video game character, I'm sure a ton of people would have loved to see this, and with the franchise getting a dedicated episode in the new secret level Amazon Prime TV show, it seems like there has been an increase in discussion for this character as of late. Another one that is really close to my heart is Steven Universe. As you probably know, Adventure Time and Teen Titans Go were both added to LEGO Dimensions, and being another Cartoon Network Warner Brothers franchise, Steven Universe would have just fit in so well. I used to love watching this show with my mum, and I would literally die for Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl minifigures. We'll come back to the last few themes shortly, but next, let's look at another missed opportunity, that being in the Star Wars theme and being LEGO making a Geonosis Arena set. While this may seem a little out of left field, this is a set that fans have been asking for the longest time, literally since the film came out in 2002, and it would just be so incredible to get a full layout with the 3 monsters and a bunch of Jedi clones and Geonosians. The reason I've chosen this as a missed opportunity is because we were meant to see this set back in the day, as there were prototype models built for the Acklay and Reek. While these creatures did appear in the LEGO Star Wars video games, in the Clone Wars and the Skywalker Saga, it's unfortunate that these creatures never really saw the light of day. As for early 2000s LEGO standards, the ones you can see on screen now actually looked really good, although I'm just not sure why the Acklay is blue. This missed opportunity could have genuinely made LEGO, again, so much money by making a Master Builder series model like the Ewok Village or Assault on Hoth, which hopefully they could release in 2027 maybe, to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the movie. The next missed opportunity is a bit of a personal take here, but please hear me out. For the last few years, LEGO video game themes have been completely dominating the LEGO space, with themes like Sonic, Fortnite, and Animal Crossing. Even though I don't know much about Sonic or Animal Crossing at all, I've literally never played any of the games, the sets and especially the minifigures are super deluxe, and I've bought almost all of these sets since they look so cool to display. I'm also hoping to show off some of these sets in a future video. Anyway, with the success of these video game themes, a new franchise has quickly risen to the top of my list for the theme that I would most love to see in LEGO, and this is Arcane. Now, if you don't know what Arcane is, it's a 2-season Netflix series based on the world of League of Legends, one of the most celebrated and popular video games of the last 15 years. However, I think this is a huge missed opportunity that LEGO has not made any sets or minifigures based on this series. While yes, the subject matter is somewhat darker for where LEGO typically goes, the 18+ range I think could give them a perfect opportunity to make a set from this theme. Something like the Hex Gates Tower could be an incredible looking set filled with some of the best and most detailed minifigures we've ever seen, like Jinx, Vi, Caitlyn, and Jace, just to name a few. If you don't know the context of this show, what I'm saying here probably sounds pretty weird to you, but trust me, this show is a masterpiece. If you haven't seen it, get onto Netflix after this video and check it out, and the entire LEGO community I think would benefit from sets based on this series. I would kind of compare it to the sets that we got in the Overwatch line, getting a lot of really unique and cool minifigures, but just better on so many levels.
What are we? Some kind of League of Legends?
The next 2 missed opportunities pretty much come in a package deal, so I'll talk about them together, and these are both CMF or collectible minifigure series that LEGO really should have made by now. The first one is a Star Wars one. Some kind of Star Wars CMF series would be incredible to get for fans of the universe, and this series could cover a particular niche in Star Wars, or maybe be really broad, covering content from movies, TV shows, and even the video games. While of course I understand that LEGO sees minifigures as one of the biggest selling points for Star Wars, which they 100% are, so why would they ever sell them individually? But Marvel and DC got their own CMF series, and they are some of the best that we have ever gotten, and I just wish that Star Wars could get this high quality treatment, giving us a ton of unique characters and outfits that we'd never seen before. I know there was discussion about some legal issues here with Hasbro having the rights to selling individual Star Wars characters, but let me know in the comments if you know anything more about that. The other that I mentioned though would be a Ninjago CMF. Now, of course, as you all probably know, we did already see a Ninjago movie CMF back in 2017, and that one was of course movie based. But seeing one based on the main Ninjago universe and TV show would be so much better. Now, we did get some great minifigures in the new Ninjago City Workshop set that was just unveiled, but there's still a ton of characters from the TV show that could be put in a CMF series. Plenty of fans have theorized on things like Reddit and Twitter and in YouTube videos their lists that they would want to see in a Ninjago CMF, but just some of the figures that come to mind for me that would definitely need to be in this series would be characters like Dr. Julian and Anacondrai Chen from the end of Season 4, Fuji Dove, and all 3 members of the Upply, just to name a few. While this of course is pretty wishful thinking, and I doubt a Ninjago CMF would ever actually sell well to general audiences, there have just been so many amazing Ninjago characters over the years that I hope that all these incredible characters don't get forgotten. Another missed opportunity here is LEGO Fortnite in general. Now, I'm kind of talking about both the game and the LEGO sets here, but let's firstly start with the game. I played the game for about 2 weeks when it first came out, and I absolutely loved it until I kind of ran out of things to do and realized it was just a reskinned Minecraft, and I'd probably just rather play Minecraft, and I genuinely haven't touched it since. I think this game could have been so much better with some kind of story aspect to it, or just some other things to do, as I'd rather not sit there and play some millionaire tycoon made by Madison Beer. I'm aware that they have released some new updates such as the Lost Isles and Odyssey, but I just haven't gotten around to playing them yet, so if you have played them, please let me know in the comments whether you think they are worth my time. For the sets though, I think this is one of the craziest missed opportunities in this whole video, as I recently picked up the Battle Bus set, and let me just say this is one of the coolest sets that I have ever bought. As a long-time Fortnite nerd, the Battle Bus was the #1 thing that I wanted to see in LEGO, and to see it in real life and build it up was just an amazing experience. But most of all, the minifigures in this set are so incredible, being able to get a bunch of iconic skins from the game. So you're probably thinking, where is the missed opportunity here? Well, the missed opportunity is that I want more of this, and I'm pretty sure others do too. The Battle Bus was one of the hardest sets to get your hands on over the Christmas period before this recent January restock, so there is a huge demand for a bunch more sets creating iconic locations and other vehicles from the game, and most of all, some new minifigures. As I mostly play as Kyra, she's the skin I would love to see the most, but there are a ton more skins that desperately need minifigures, mainly a regular PLE, things like Fishstick, Midas, and Aura, as they're all super popular and iconic. Let's now finish up with some of the remaining themes that were set to be added to LEGO Dimensions, and interestingly, the first of these 2 themes have actually found their way into LEGO now. This being Tom and Jerry, as if you didn't know, just released this year, we got a Tom and Jerry Brickheads pack. While minifigures would have probably been cooler in my opinion, the Brickheads look so great, and Jerry has got to be one of the cutest Brickheads ever made. Honestly, I think I might have to pick this one up. The other theme is one that has actually been a topic of discussion lately, and this is James Bond. As you probably know, we got some James Bond sets just recently, with the Speed Champions Aston Martin including a Daniel Craig minifigure, and then of course the larger 18+ model as well. But if you weren't aware, we recently got to see a full leaked trailer for a James Bond LEGO video game that was set to be released sometime around LEGO Dimensions, but was of course cancelled for some unknown reason. You can find the trailer on YouTube and it's pretty much in full HD, but again, this was another one of TT games that did get cancelled. The last theme we'll be taking a look at though is another one that is heartbreaking to hear that we would have gotten in the game, but interestingly, this is actually a theme that did exist in LEGO once, but only for a really short-lived amount of time, and not bringing this theme back is again one of LEGO's biggest missed opportunities. This is LEGO Avatar, The Last Airbender, the Nickelodeon series. This franchise has one of the biggest and most devout fan bases in the world, and I just know that this theme would be so successful if it were to return to LEGO today, as the 2 sets that released for it back in the day are now worth a small fortune, and so many people picked up the LEGO skins in LEGO Fortnite. With that being said, that is my list of some of LEGO's biggest missed opportunities, so please let me know in the comments what you think some of LEGO's biggest missed opportunities are as well, and please subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bruh.